Once upon a time, in a faraway land of misty mountains and thick, whispering forests, lived two unlikely companions. Dragon, a mighty dragon with shimmering scales of deep emerald, and Saphira, a sleek, silver-scaled serpent with glowing eyes. Both had spent their lives wandering the wilds, often crossing paths by chance, but as time passed, their bond grew stronger. They were a peculiar pair, one flying high above the clouds, the other slithering silently through the underbrush. One day, as the sun dipped low in the sky, casting long shadows over the forest, Dragon flew lazily through the air, his wings cutting through the wind like a blade. Below him, Saphira moved quickly through the trees, her slender body coiling around branches with ease. As they both ventured deeper into the woods, a strange sound broke the stillness. A faint, sorrowful cry. Did you hear that? Dragon called down to Saphira, his voice like the rumble of thunder. I did, Saphira hissed. It sounds like a child. Together they followed the sound, weaving between the cowering trees. It didn't take long before they came upon a clearing where they found a young girl, no more than 10 years old, standing in the center. Her clothes were torn, her face streaked with dirt and tears, and she was looking around frantically, as if searching for something or someone. The girl gasped as she looked up, her eyes wide in both fear and awe at the sight of the dragon and the serpent. Please, help me, she said, her voice trembling. I got lost. I can't find my way home. Dragon landed softly beside her, his massive wings folding with a quiet thrum. Saphira slithered up to the girl, her body curling protectively around the girl's feet. The dragon's green eyes softened as he looked down at the frightened child. Don't worry, little one, Dragon said, his voice gentle despite his size. We'll help you find your way. The girl looked up at them, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. You'll help me. She whispered. Of course, Saphira replied, her voice soothing. But first, tell us, how did you end up so far from home? The girl sniffled and wiped her eyes. I was playing with my friends near the edge of the forest. But then I chased after a butterfly, and before I knew it, I couldn't see them anymore. I have been walking and calling for hours, but I'm lost. Dragon stretched his wings, preparing to take flight. The forest can be deceiving, especially at dusk. But we know these woods well. We'll get you home before night falls. The young girl, though still frightened, nodded gratefully. Thank you, she said, her voice barely a whisper. Without hesitation, Dragon lifted the girl onto his back, his wings spreading wide. Saphira, coiling up beside them, hissed a soft encouragement. Hold tight, she warned. The journey will be swift. As Dragon soared through the sky, the girl clung to his back, feeling both the cool wind against her face and the warmth of Dragon's powerful form beneath her. Below them, Saphira wound her way through the forest, guiding them on the safest path. Together, the two unlikely friends worked in harmony, Dragon using his keen sight to spot landmarks from above, while Saphira kept an eye out for any dangers along the ground. After what seemed like an eternity, the moon began to rise, casting silver light over the forest. And finally they reached the edge of the woods, where the girl's village lay nestled in the distance. We're home, the girl whispered in awe. Dragon gently lowered her to the ground, his large wings folding as he landed. Saphira slithered gracefully to a stop beside them. The girl turned to them, her eyes filled with gratitude. Thank you, both of you, she said, her voice full of wonder. I'll never forget this. Dragon gave her a warm smile, his sharp teeth less intimidating now. Remember, little one, he said, you are never truly alone. Sometimes, help comes in unexpected forms. Saphira, with a soft hiss, added, and you must never fear the forest. It is full of wonders if you know where to look. With a final nod, the girl turned and ran toward her village, her heart lighter than it had been for hours. As Dragon and Saphira watched her disappear into the night, they exchanged a quiet look of satisfaction. They had made a difference today in their own unique way. And in the depths of the forest, under the watchful eyes of the dragon and the serpent, no one would ever be truly lost.